What is Palo Alto's most spectacular social event? Where can you partake of the city's finest dining and entertainment and support a good cause by doing so? Where do some of the city's most high-powered and most generous donors meet some of the city's most deserving recipients? Obviously, the answer to those questions is Palo Alto's Black and White Ball. It's happening on October 2nd at the Lucy Stern Community Center. This year, the theme is Moonlit Cinema Paradiso. The Black and White Ball has been around since 1987, but this year it's being taken to a new level on a grander scale than ever before, with a community-centered approach. At one time, the Black and White Ball benefited only the Palo Alto Recreation Foundation, but this year proceeds will also go to the Palo Alto Foundation for Education, our schools. I'm Louise Pencavel, and for the next half hour, we're going to give you a mixture of preview and behind-the-scenes look at the Black and White Ball. We'll meet the donors, the beneficiaries, and the planners who make it all happen, and we'll get a sneak peek at some of the food, entertainment, and prizes. To begin with, I've got Rob Parrish and Michelle to share. You're both organizers. Michelle, you do the prizes and the raffle. And you're in charge of the corporate sponsors. So Rob, let's start with you.
Okay.
Why should people go to this event? What's the draw?
Well, you know, it's a really community-centered approach, both in terms of the beneficiaries. The need this year is incredible for both the recreation programs of the city and the school district. Most people, I think, know that Palo Alto had to cut back $4.4 million in funding to its school district this year. And for that reason, the ball committee stepped up and said, you know, let's put together a very special event.
But not only that, Louise, the ball, I mean, everybody should go to the ball. It's going to be so much fun.
I was going to say that to me. I think it's a draw right there.
It's going to be such a great time. We're going to have such great music and terrific food, and it's going to be warm and just beautiful. You can go out with your husband or your date or whomever and just dance the night away, and it's such a great time.
Now, how's it different from previous Black and White Balls?
Well, they took a look at where they were going to hold the event first. It's at Lucy Stern, which is a community center that's been around since the 30s, and it's a wonderful place. Most people don't even realize there's a number of different venues. There's a wonderful amphitheater behind the Boy Scout room, there's the ballroom, there's an outdoor theater behind the main theater where we're going to have our big music productions.
Actually, let's jump to that. I was going to ask you about the setting. There are some kind of nooks and crannies. Describe some of the things that are going to be set up in a little more detail.
Well, I think most people know where the children's library is, but near Lucy Stern, behind there's a wonderful secret garden. The Magic Castle Theater stage is there, and we'll have wonderful desserts there and a couple of entertainment events as well. In addition, there's the beautiful center courtyard. There'll be some artwork hung there, and there'll be raffle tickets sold there and lots of hors d'oeuvres. We have over 22 restaurants participating.
And we're also in the courtyard, we're going to have a beautiful seafood bar, and it should be quite beautiful.
Yummy. Actually, I want to get back to the restaurants, but before we skip it, I want to make sure we have time we actually have some footage of this. One of the entertainers, there are going to be several entertainers, but one of them is the Stanford Swing Dancers. Is that right, Rob?
Right, the Swing Time Dance Troupe. And you know, I think they represent just how community-based this event is going to be. They're up at Stanford. A group of students started a program that focuses on swing dancing, both as it was done in the 30s and as it's developed over the years. Really exciting troupe. Many people will have seen them play at Stanford basketball halftime shows. And we'll have 4 couples up on the Magic Castle stage as one of the events we're playing.
So this is, I don't know how much you know about this particular group. This is a fairly new group at Stanford?
Right, they started about 4 years ago, and they have just received wonderful acclaim. And they work with famous choreographers, the faculty up at Stanford, and their own efforts to put together a wonderful set of jazz and swing-based programs.
Well, it doesn't sound like very many of them are going to be performing. Is it a larger group and only a few perform? How does that work?
There'll be 4 couples there performing, and that's because of the stage they're going to be on.
I see. And were they chosen because of the theme or just because they're such great performers? Or
Both. And you know, we contacted a number of different community entertainment groups. West Bay Opera will also be putting together a 45-minute production for us as well. And we'll have traveling musicians playing throughout the whole evening.
Oh, excellent. Now, obviously, a high point of the evening is going to be the raffle,
Right.
and this is what you're in charge of, Michelle.
Right.
Tell me about the raffle.
Well, the raffle is we're going to be selling tickets. The ticket price is $25 a ticket. You can buy 5 for $100. Get a little bit of a deal there.